Okay, so have you guys heard about this food AI thing? It's like supposed to be this website builder, but it's for food delivery businesses.
Yeah.
And it like claims it can like print money, basically.
Right.
You just create your own like Uber Eats,
Hmm.
but without all the coding and the crazy fees and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I don't know, intrigued, but also like, is this for real?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, is it too good to be true?
It's a big promise for sure.
So I've got a ton of info here on it.
Okay.
And I figured we could dive into it together and see if this food AI lives up to the hype.
Sounds good.
All right, so
Yeah.
first off, let's just talk about the whole online food delivery world.
Yeah.
It's like, it's huge, right?
Absolutely massive.
I mean, these platforms like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub,
Hmm.
they're making billions.
Yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry at this point.
But they're not, like, actually cooking the food.
Right, they're the middleman.
They're the middleman, yeah.
Yeah, they just connect customers with restaurants.
Exactly.
And take a cut
Take their cut, yeah.
of every order.
So basically, food AI is saying, hey, you can cut out those guys completely.
That's the pitch.
Yeah.
It's like become your own, food delivery king.
Right.
Keep all the profits for yourself.
And they're making it sound so easy.
Uh-huh.
Like, click a button, and you've got your own platform.
That's the idea, yeah.
And it'll, like, rival the big guys.
Well, that's what they claim.
But how realistic is that, really?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, can you just snap your fingers and compete with these giants?
It's a tough battle, that's for sure.
They've got, like, massive brand recognition, millions of users.
Not to mention the marketing budget.
Yeah, the marketing alone, forget it.
So yeah, if you're starting from scratch, you're facing an uphill battle for sure.
So then there's this whole AI thing they keep talking about. It's like
Yeah.
AI-powered this and AI-driven that.
Yeah, they're really leaning into the AI angle.
Like, their AI is going to do everything for you.
Automated order management, AI-optimized menus.
Yeah, it's like, is their AI actually making the food, too?
Well, not quite.
So I guess the question is, how much of this AI stuff is real?
Right.
And how much is just, marketing hype?
Mm-hmm. That's the key.
Because AI can definitely be helpful, I get that,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's not magic.
Right, it's a tool.
The tool, yeah.
It can help you streamline things, personalize stuff.
But it's not going to, like, replace actual human work.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think their AI is going to come up with the next culinary masterpiece.
Probably not.
So, okay, maybe launching your own platform, it's not as easy as they make it sound.
Right.
But then they have this other angle, this whole website flipping thing.
Interesting.
They're saying you can build a website using their system and then sell it
Okay.
for like $997 or more.
Wow.
And just like rinse and repeat.
So you're not even running the business yourself.
No, you're just building and selling the websites.
That's the idea.
But is that even like a real thing?
That's a good question.
Like, is there actually a market for buying these pre-made food delivery websites?
Who are the buyers,
Yeah, exactly.
And are there enough of them to make this a viable business model?
And then, of course, we got to talk about the testimonials.
Right.
I mean, their website is plastered with these glowing reviews.
Yeah, the classic, I made 10 grand in my first week kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those are always attention grabbing.
Part of me wants to believe it.
Of course.
But then, like, the skeptical side of me is like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those.
Are these even real people?
Right. Are they verifiable?
Or is it just, marketing magic?
That's the thing. It's hard to tell sometimes.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Like the whole online food delivery scene,
Mm-hmm.
food AI's big promises,
Mm-hmm.
the AI angle,
Right.
this website flipping business model.
And those eye-catching testimonials.
Yeah. So what are your, like, initial thoughts on all this?
Well, I think it's clear they're tapping into, like, this entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
The dream of starting your own business, being your own boss.
Making tons of money.
Exactly.
And they're promising a pretty easy path to get there.
Right, which is always appealing.
But I think, like you said, we got to be a little skeptical.
A healthy dose of skepticism is never a bad thing.
Yeah, there are some red flags popping up already.
Definitely some things to dig into further.
Okay, so I think we've got a good foundation here.
Yeah, a good starting point.
Now, in part 2, I want to get into the actual features of food AI.
Okay, sounds good.
Like, what does this platform actually offer?
Let's see what they've got.
Does it live up to the hype?
We'll find out.
So stay tuned for that.
All right.
We'll be right back. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of this food AI thing.
Okay, yeah.
They really push the whole AI thing, right?
Yeah, they really do.
Like, their AI is going to build you a menu.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to manage your orders.
AI-powered menus.
It's going to, like, run your marketing.
AI-driven marketing.
And then they even have this thing called a buyer generator.
A buyer generator.
Ooh, no, it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But okay, before we get too deep into that,
Yeah.
let's talk about the AI stuff in general.
Okay.
Because, like, I think it's important to separate what's real and what's,
Right. Separate the hype from reality.
exactly.
Like, take the whole AI-powered menu builder thing.
Yeah.
I mean, AI can definitely analyze data. It can, like, tell you what dishes are popular.
Yeah.
Maybe suggest some pricing strategies.
Right.
But it's not going to replace an actual chef.
No way.
It's a tool,
A tool, yeah.
to help you, not to do everything for you.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah, you still need that human touch, that culinary expertise.
So what about this buyer generator then?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
That's the part I'm really skeptical about.
Yeah, like, are these buyers just magically appearing because of AI?
I don't think so.
I mean, it sounds a little too good to be true.
Right. It's definitely raising some red flags for me.
But okay, they do have a couple of things going for them.
Like what?
Well, they offer a free commercial license.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
So you could actually use Food AI to build websites for other businesses
Interesting.
and charge them for it.
Yeah, I see.
And they have that 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's good.
So you're not, like, risking a ton of money to try it out.
Right. You can always get your money back if you're not happy with it.
But I guess even with those perks,
Yeah.
the big question is it worth it?
Right. Does it actually deliver on its promises?
Can you actually build a successful food delivery business using this thing?
That's what we need to find out.
They make a big deal about the multi-language support.
Oh, yeah, they were talking about that.
Like, you can target customers all over the world.
Global reach.
Sounds impressive, but is that realistic for, like, someone just starting out?
It depends, I guess.
Like, how good are the translations?
Right. Are they accurate?
Do they actually make sense in different languages?
Yeah, you don't want to be using some clunky automated translation.
They also talk about built-in SEO tools
Oh, yeah, they mentioned that.
to get your website noticed by Google and all that.
SEO is important.
And social media tools, too.
Yeah, gotta have social media these days.
But isn't that, like, basic stuff for any online business?
Pretty much.
Like, you should expect that,
Right.
right? It's not some special feature.
Right, it's more of a baseline requirement these days.
Okay, so let's take a step back for a second.
Okay,
And think about this from a practical standpoint.
all right.
If someone really wants to start an online food delivery business,
Yeah.
what are the key things they should focus on?
Well, first off, you gotta research your market.
Okay.
Like, is there even a demand for another food delivery platform in your area?
Right. You don't want to be competing with, like, 10 other Uber Eats.
Exactly.
What are the demographics like?
Yeah, who are your potential customers?
What kind of food do people want?
What are their dining habits?
And then there's the whole operational side of things.
Right, the logistics.
How are you going to handle the orders?
Yeah, how are you gonna get the food to the customers?
Are you going to hire your own drivers?
Or partner with a delivery service?
Customer service, all that stuff.
That's a big one.
And then, of course, marketing.
Yeah, you gotta get the word out.
How are you going to attract customers?
Social media, advertising, local partnerships, all of that.
So it's not just about, like, building a website.
No, it's a whole business,
There's a lot more to it than that.
Definitely.
So where does Food AI fit into all of this?
That's the big question.
Is it actually a useful tool?
Or is it just another shiny object?
Like, are they overselling it?
I think we've seen some evidence of that.
Yeah, some red flags for sure.
But every tool has its limitations, right?
Okay, so I think we've established that starting a food delivery business,
Yeah.
it's not as easy as Food AI makes it sound.
It's definitely more complicated than just clicking a few buttons.
There's a lot to consider.
Absolutely.
But hey, maybe this Food AI can help with some of it.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So in part 3, I want to dive into those testimonials
Okay. Yeah.
and those income claims.
Let's see if they hold up.
Are they for real or are they just, marketing fluff?
We'll find out.
Stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're back and it's time to dig into these Food AI testimonials.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
I mean, they're all over the website. People saying they're, like, making tons of money,
Yeah.
living the dream, all thanks to Food AI.
It's a compelling story for sure.
But are these testimonials legit?
That's the million-dollar question.
Like, are these real people?
Right, or are they just,
Made up?
fabricated?
Because, I don't know, some of them sound a little too good to be true.
That's always a red flag.
Like, one guy's saying he made, like, $5,000 in his first week
Wow.
using Food AI.
That's a pretty bold claim.
Yeah, and it's not just him.
Right, there are a bunch of these.
Yeah, like, I quit my job. I'm traveling the world.
Thanks to food AI.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Some people might have that kind of success, but
Right.
it's probably not the norm.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Like, if it were that easy,
Everyone would be doing it.
exactly, we'd all be millionaires.
So I guess the takeaway here is
Yeah.
don't get too caught up in the hype,
Right. Don't believe everything you read.
especially when it comes to these online testimonials.
Mm-hmm. They can be very persuasive.
They can be, yeah.
But remember, it's marketing.
Yeah.
Their goal is to sell you something.
So they're going to highlight the best case scenarios,
Exactly, the most successful stories.
not necessarily the average experience.
Right, so take it all with a grain of salt.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground with this food AI thing.
We have.
We talked about the features, the marketing, the AI angle, the
The
testimonials.
whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so I guess the big question is food AI legit?
That's up to each individual to decide.
Yeah.
We've given you the information.
The tools to think critically.
But then you gotta do your own research.
Weigh the pros and cons.
Make an informed decision.
Exactly. And remember, there's no such thing as a guaranteed get-rich-quick scheme.
Right, building a successful business takes work,
Hard work.
dedication.
And a bit of luck, probably.
Always helps.
All right, well, that wraps up our deep dive into food AI.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I hope you guys found it helpful.
Informative.
And if you're thinking about starting an online food delivery business,
Or any business for that matter.
just be sure to do your homework.
Don't rush into anything.
Think critically and make the best decision for you.
Sound advice.
All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya.